It's Superman time! Hello, welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Superman in the Unchained armor. Superman? Yes, this is actually the first Superman figure I think I ever review on the channel. As a big comic book fan, I mean, I usually review like anime and game stuff, but anyway, I love comics. You know, you look at this and you're like, what is this? Is this even Superman? Yes. The Unchained armor just, I think, I don't read the Superman comics, but it just recently popped up only very shortly in a Superman comic, and McFarlane Toys was like, this looks like a great toy design, so let's get it. How do they say looks will only get you so far? Well, in this guy's case, I think looks will get him pretty far with me at least. He stands at about 20, almost 20 centimeters really to the top of his helmet, which means we're going up to 7.9, 7.8, almost 8 inches, between 7, 8, and 8. So now, overall look and detail of this figure. Also, I had a look at the card. You get a card, more on that later. But yeah, this was not recently. This was in Superman Unchained in 2014. I've been fooled. I've been deceived. I've heard that it was like, oh, this just recently popped up. So I was wrong. Apologies for that. And let's have a look at the figure. Let's not care about the background story. Whew, this guy has a presence to it. First and foremost, I love the helmet. You got like all this gray, light gray and the light blue in it, and it looks pretty shiny, and then you got the red with them yellow eyes just standing out, just staring into your soul. Yeah, it's pretty good. Also the paint job on it, as you can tell, it goes over the line in some small spots here and there, but nothing for me to hate. 25 bucks. 25 bucks? Like, I've had Mafex, I've had Figmas who had a way worse paint job, and that stuff costs a lot more. Also the helmet is soft-ish, so you will not hurt yourself. You can bend it a little bit. And in the back we got some more mechanical detail. Got like parts of a cape and holes in the back for an accessory you can put in the spine detail. And just the blue and the red, it's so shiny, metallic looking. I love it. It's just popping with the black and the red, and as you can tell, the light radiating through all the wrinkles. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't know. It's just like looks. It's a figure. It's supposed to look good. It's supposed to look great, and they did a banging job with the paint, of all the shiny detail, and it's so clean. I don't see any slips. I don't see anything that really stands out. I don't see any smudges. In the back, you got another like little red piece. More detail in the thighs. And he's pretty much just all black in the back. And more red. Them shiny red boots. Everything is just nicely molded also over there and here. And it's just like, you don't even see any joints in the legs. You don't see any joints in the feet, which is an issue. I will get to that. Well, I will get to that right away. So articulation of this guy, you gotta keep in mind he's a big dude and he's only 25 bucks. Now that out of the way, the hat moves forward just a little bit, moves to the back, and does tilt side to side, rotates all the way around. Gotta be careful, gotta take it slow. Then you got a hinge in the shoulder, moves up all the way and can be brought forward, back. And I feel like it is ratchet. Listen to it. Well, this one, it is kind of like you can feel it, like it always snaps into place like a little bit over here. Not that much, it still moves around pretty freely. You notice it a lot more on this side. It's kind of inconsistent in that. A super tight bicep swivel, so tight I can... It's there, but it just doesn't work because it's so tightly on there. Also, the entire joint is molded so it doesn't stick out. Big points for that. You got the elbow moves up and the hand is on another ball hinge. That one, it's kind of limited. Like it goes forward, goes to the back, also super tight. And it's just limited by this red piece over here, but depending on how you move the joint around, it's okay. You also have a swivel on there. Then for the chest articulation, that's really where these big McFarlane figures are suffering. I got another one on the way, just stay tuned for that one, but goes to the back, goes forward, and barely. You can tell, just some wing of motion. It does go side to side. Be careful not to cut yourself. Like really holding on to this part, it's a little bit sharp and it hurts my thumb. Now, this lower torso area would go all the way around, but it's stiff. You got some very nice motion in there though. Moves back, doesn't really move forward that much, and has some nice wiggle motions, probably on the ball joint, then for the leg, for some high kicks. Doesn't really go to the back, moves out to the side, and rotates, but only when you rotate it out on the side, because it's just a hinge that's pegged into the crotch piece. Don't have a ball in there, so if it's just down, you have some wiggle motion, but it's not the greatest. Double hinge knees with a nice knee pad on there, very much appreciated. And then finally the foot. Sadly, the foot barely does anything. You have a ball hinge in there, I don't know if you can tell, but it's just completely blocked, and it's barely moving, and it feels like it's coming apart. You have some side movement, just the tiniest amount, but forward, back, question mark? No, it's completely blocked over there. And I can just a tiny bit side to side movement, and finally a toe hinge. Actually, I think the other one is a little bit more blocked. I can barely get side to side on that one. So yeah, obviously that will kind of hurt the overall posability of this guy. So for your accessories, you really don't get that much. First and foremost, you have a card, which all these McFarlane, DC Universe figures have, and it looks pretty cool. I don't know what's the light stuff around it. It also seems like he has a shield. Unfortunately, this figure does not come with a shield, but still, it looks great. You have some bio in there, and that actually says Superman Unchained 2014. I actually never saw that. I never saw this design, so I'm not sure. I don't know. It's pretty cool though. I like it. Then you have like his wings, which you connect to the back, which are on ball hinges, I think. Yeah. Also stiff. Everything on this figure is very stiff, but I mean that's good. So he does stay in place, but I'm honestly fearing that I'll break something off. And finally, you got a little base with a DC logo, just with a peg. Helps with the stability. Final thoughts of this figure, and yes, I kind of wanted to get him in somewhat of a flying pose, and he does actually hold on very nicely. A little bit wobbly if you touch it, but obviously it's a pose. It's just, you're not supposed to touch it. Anyway, final thoughts. This guy looks great. Just the presence, the size, overall, just I love it. I love it. The paint job is very nice. It's popping. The articulation is limited in some parts, yes, I admit that, but it's a $25 figure. He doesn't have any accessories. Would have liked to get some fist hands at least. He obviously has these weird kind of, it seems like trigger finger hands. I don't really know, like what. It's a weird choice for neutral hands on the figure, while this one looks okay, I guess. And it's still kind of like a trigger finger hand, which, I don't know, just doesn't make sense to me. But regardless of that, this entire package for 25 bucks, yes, that's just it. It's very simple. The price, the design, the size, it's awesome. The paint job, it's awesome. And everything else, the articulation, accessories, are lacking, sure. But if I'm only paying 25 bucks for this, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with a cool looking figure, cool looking design, and that's really it. Do recommend this guy. That's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Superman wants. Just a little bit more posability would have been nice.